And we are back in. No squad representing. This is the moment you guys have been waiting for. So many people asking, hey Nick, when are you going to do the medical kit review? And that day isn't today. Yes. Hold on. Let me get in the bag. Haha. Yes. It's red, like in España with the boobs. Ole. So, I knowing a little bit about what's inside this bag, but I know a guy who knows a lot of bidding about what's inside this bag. And you must be wondering, hey Nick, why are you talking like this? And that's because I have the one and the only a trauma guy here today to explain what's inside the bag. And if I'm not talking like this, then he don't understand me because he talking like this too. So, before we get into the bag, let's stop with some chit-chatting and bring out my friend, the one, the only, the trauma guy. Yeah!
What's up? How are you?
Man, how you doing?
How you doing?
Alright, man, bring it in for the real thing.
Thanks for having me.
Guys, the trauma guy is here, live in... What, man?
Why are you talking like that?
You sound different, man.
You sound very different as well.
Dude, it's probably because we really haven't talked over the phone, but you're from Miami, I just assume.
Yeah, I'm from Miami, but I didn't know you talked like that.
I don't really thought of this. Okay, let's rethink that one, okay?
Yeah.
But maybe you can do it for just the video a little bit. It's okay. That's the
Alright, I'm gonna drop that voice. Alright guys, so I know who the trauma guy is, but I'm gonna let him introduce himself to you guys, the Nod Squad, and tell him a little bit about who you are, how long you've been doing what you've been doing, and where you're doing it at. And go! Go!
Well, so I've been doing this for about 12 years. I'm just kidding.
I want to thank Nick for inviting me here to the Nod Squad to show you guys what I do. I'm a trauma ninja. I'm a trauma nurse. I'm also a paramedic. I have 12 years of level 1 trauma experience. I'm also known as the trauma guy on social media, specifically Instagram. I am going to be growing a YouTube channel pretty soon, so look out for that. So what I like to do is I love to educate. I love to give people a behind the scenes look at what it's like to be in a very busy trauma center. In fact, one of the busiest trauma centers in the country. So boom.
Boom! Explain the leg, man. What's up with the leg?
This is my famous leg, man. This is my famous leg. So Nick invited me over here, and so I wanted to provide some medical knowledge, and I wanted to dummy it down.
Ah, I see what you did
No
there.
offense. I see what anyway, so I use this leg to teach kids how to control bleeding, how to provide medical care, and now it's just gonna become a prop, and it's for educational purposes and also humorous purposes.
Ah,
Get it?
I get it. Humorous.
Cheesy medical joke.
Wow. Okay, real quick. I see some tourniquets there. Video idea.
Video idea.
Tourniquet?
Coming up. We're gonna be doing a tourniquet how to apply tourniquet video pretty soon. Look out for that. Either my YouTube channel or it's gonna be Nod Squad's channel.
Wait a minute, you
Nick
got a
Off
YouTube
Duty.
channel?
I do.
What?
It's gonna be the Trauma Guy. You can follow me on YouTube. You can see it there. We're gonna be doing a lot of collaborations, specifically with Nick Off Duty. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be showing you a lot of how-to as far as trauma, some educational things, and of course I'm gonna have the leg.
The leg. Just want to welcome back Mikey. What's up? Good man. I told Mikey to come over and help out again. So guys, Mikey's holding the camera from 3, 2, 1 here on out. All right, so let's get into what's inside this bag. We already had a winner here on the Nod Squad. We gave it away, and it actually got shipped out to Germany. Ouch! Didn't see that one coming. So that's okay. We're showing love here on the Nod Squad. We're worldwide. Worldwide.
Worldwide.
Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
Click, clack, bada bing, bada boom. Mr. Worldwide as I step in the room.
They call me Mr. 911 instead of Mr. 305.
Darling.
I feel a little outdone here
Yeah.
with your leg, so I brought a little hand.
Ah,
All right. I don't know what kind of saving we're gonna do to this skeleton hand, but just in case we need it.
I still have one leg up on you though.
Let me give you a hand for that. That was good. All right, guys, just a reminder, this medical kit was sent in by none other than Galls. Yeah! Big shout out to them for sending it in. We're going to give a rundown of this bag, and if you guys want to purchase this bag, I'm going to put the link down in the description, or you can go to galls.com and check it out there. They got tons of stuff, including different kinds of medical kits as well. So, let's move forward, and let's give a rundown. We're going to put this stuff out on the table and show you guys what's inside.
One second, I'm on the gram real quick. 1 second, I'm on Instagram. I'm posting something real quick.
Guys, if you haven't already, make sure you go follow him. I'm going to put that link down below too. Boom. Stories. Stories for days.
It's all about the stories.
Stories for days.
Posted, check it out. Even though you're seeing this in the future, you can go back.
No,
you can't go back. Stories, 24 hours.
Yeah. Let's get into the bag.
All right, so first and foremost, before we get into any medical bag review, I have to say these. Before you provide medical care to anybody, you want to make sure the scene is safe. You want to make sure you're safe. All right, so however that is, however you make that happen, just make sure you're safe and make sure you call 911.
Then we'll show.
All right, and also you want to protect yourself. So one of the main things also in the trauma center, or whether you're pre-hospital, whether you're on the scene, you want to make sure you wear some gloves. All right,
gloves. Which, by the way,
we have.
I see some.
So this medical gear kit, this medical bag actually does provide a bag of gloves. Excellent. So they're kind of bundled up in all different sizes most likely, or actually just might be one size fit all. So it's great. So that way you protect your hands and you're able to provide medical care because you might be in contact with actual bodily fluids, right? Blood, vomit, things like that, brain matter. It's the nature of the beast.
It is what it is.
So with that being said, so we have gloves. You make sure the scene is safe. Make sure you call 911. What I recommend for all my people, whether I'm training in the trauma center, whether I'm training the Army, whether I'm training paramedics, nursing students, medical students, whatever, you gotta have some eye pro. You gotta have good eye protection.
It's funny you say that. I got some.
But you gotta have a lens, though. You gotta have a good lens.
All right, I can explain. I ordered.
We might have to go back on the drawing board for that one.
Yeah, I ordered some lenses from Amazon, but only 2 lefts came in, so I'm stuck with these.
So anyways, in my case, I'm ready to go. I have good eye pro. I use these. They're clear lens. I use them in the trauma center. I use them when I'm deployed in disaster medicine or a disaster setting. Not only are your eyes the windows to your soul.
Mi amor, that's right. Look into my eyes.
They're also a very strong portal of entry for any kind of bodily fluids or any kind of infections that are out there. So you don't want to be taking care of somebody while squinting your eyes. You want to keep your eyes open so that way you can identify the injuries and provide medical care. So gotta have some eye pro.
Boom, got him. Not really, but for the video purposes, he's got him. Got this laid out here on the table. First impression, is it legit or what?
It's legit.
It's legit.
So I think this bag is actually it is legit, and it has an eclectic amount of different supplies. Definitely for basic medical care. I think it's good for moms also, keep it in the trunk for their kids. I mean,
soccer moms,
soccer dads.
Exactly. No discriminating.
And it has different things like just for basic medical care, your boo-boos, even all the way to advanced medical care like traumatic bleeding and things like that. It has a lot of gauze, which is great. A lot of gauze. Different ACE wraps, different medical ways to secure your gauze to an extremity or to your abdomen or your chest. And there's also, even if it's like very basic, like triple antibiotic ointment. They cut themselves. You want to clean the wound.
AKA Neosporin.
Neosporin.
Boom.
Triple antibiotic ointment. AKA Neosporin.
You see how I bring it down?
Dummy it down.
Dummy it down.
Also, if you have to provide some kind of CPR, right? Respirations to some kind of victim or a patient or somebody that fell out, you want to protect yourself. You don't want to go truly mouth to mouth. You know what I mean?
So
great addition to this bag.
from a police standpoint, these are good because you're encountering people on the street and you really don't have any background knowledge of maybe their medical history.
Yeah.
If it's your child or something, you know, obviously you know what's going on. But something like this is good when you're encountering a complete stranger and you don't know, what they're dealing with or what they have. So this is better be safe than sorry. That's amazing. I like it. I like this.
So
I like this vibe, man.
Like
Do you feel it? Do you feel it?
Yeah. The juices are flowing. The juices are flowing. So in the trauma center, specifically in my trauma center, we train alongside the U.S. Army, the forward surgical teams, and to be honest, that's actually their approach as well. So every
name dropping.
So yeah, so I have experience training alongside the U.S. Army, these medical teams that train in the trauma center that I'm at, and that's actually their approach to every patient.
I'm cooking some churrasco on the grill.
Some churrasco on the grill, which is typical of Miami.
My hand, I'm getting hurt. I got a big burn on my hand. So make sure that the fire is out before I provide care. Be safe, scene secure. Scene secure, that's right. That's right. Okay, so.
All right, the ABA, the American Burn Association, they actually recommend dry sterile gauze, transport them to a trauma center.
Dry, luckily.
To a burn center. Or
we
to
have
an ER.
some, I think this is sterile gauze.
Just call 911. All right.
So do we have dry sterile gauze here?
So we do have dry sterile gauze.
I jumped the gun there.
All right. So we have Kerlix gauze, which is a roll.
Bam.
We have 4x4, sterile gauze, which is actually dry, so we can cover it with large amounts. You could be very liberal with this as well. Boom. So you cover it there, and you can wrap it with a Kerlix dressing. This basically it's basically a roll.
Right.
It's sterile gauze basically.
Right.
And you could basically wrap it around the extremity, and you could use your adhesive tape to secure it.
Wouldn't be a spread without a roll. You see what I did there?
You know what?
You see?
This guy's on fire.
Woo!
No pun intended.
Woo! I'm in the right place. I'm with the right guy. All right.
Sterile, dry dressings.
All right. So I'm gonna take this one. Okay.
You got it.
This right here is a mag light, mini mag light. When you put batteries in it and turn it on, it emits light. Man, good, man. That comes in the bag.
Are you done?
Yeah. Boom.
That was good. That was good.
I do things.
What else?
I'm gonna
Tell me
let you
this.
go. That is the blood pressure taker thingy.
This is basically your simple blood pressure cuff, all right? This actually comes in the medical kit as well. I like it, all right, but you got to know how to use it.
Right.
All right, that's the only thing. So, so some people are actually trained to use this. Some people with basic medical knowledge. There's some police officers that actually are trained to use this and that I know personally. So what you do is you wrap it around the extremity.
Time out. All right, guys, I grabbed my backup Lumix GH4, and I'm gonna be holding it directly over to give you guys another angle. So it's like a little behind the scenes, in front of the scenes type deal. So bam, here we go.
Boom. All right, so it does come with an actual stethoscope, which is great. And you actually need the stethoscope in order to get your blood pressure reading. There's some other like austere tactical stuff that I can show you, but I think for this panel and for this platform, I think it's a little too advanced.
Remember, I called it a blood pressure taker thingy.
Yeah, you did. All right, so this is your basic blood pressure cuff, a sphygmomanometer.
Say that again.
Sphygmomanometer.
Sphygmomanometer.
So it comes with a stethoscope, so that way you can listen, right? You can listen or auscultate. Boom. Right? You can auscultate your blood pressure reading, and this is actually your blood pressure cuff. You put it around the extremity, you pump it up, and then you gotta release it. It is a little technical, which maybe we could do another video of how to take a blood pressure cuff.
Why not do it on your platform? Plug!
Plug.
Plug! Alright, you said as soon as I open the bag, you're like, man, this thing is really good. Okay, so let's get to that. What is it and why is it really good?
Alright, so a good thing to have, this is your multi-trauma dressing. I think it's a very large dressing, so it covers a lot of surface area. It's very absorbent. You can use it for an assortment of different kind of injuries, whether it's a burn. You could actually use this for a burn like to the chest, the abdomen, the back, large surface area. Okay. You could use it for an extremity gunshot wound. You basically fold it up and you apply pressure, wrap it up with some Kerlix gauze to apply pressure to that wound. And it's just you can use it for all different kinds of things to control bleeding and to basically dress a wound.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right. But one of the things I see here that's really good to have is a pair of good trauma shears. everybody knows me for, you know, my trauma shears.
Right.
'Cause I'm the trauma guy.
Right.
Right. Hashtag show me your shears. One of the things is you got to have a good pair of trauma shears. So unfortunately, sometimes people get shot, they're injured, and for some reason they're clothed.
Yes.
Yeah. They're wearing clothes, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes the clothes can kind of mask, you know, unidentified injuries. So I like in the trauma center, what we do is we, you know, trauma naked, right? We cut off all the clothes so that way we can identify all injuries.
Boom.
You know, this is some high level stuff, but a good pair of trauma shears is always good to have, so that way you can cut off the clothes really quick and you can identify those hidden injuries.
Yes.
All right.
We covered pretty much a lot of stuff. I see this is blood stopper. Is that anything different than the gauze?
Well, this right here is just it's your basic. It doesn't have any kind of hemostatic agents or any chemicals,
Right.
like some of the other devices that are out there. It's basic gauze, right? But it has basically it has a little. When you wrap it around the extremity, you can tighten it up a little bit better.
Okay.
And secure it.
All right.
On itself, basically.
So what haven't we covered?
We haven't covered. This is a triangular bandage. It's basically a splint.
Okay. So a lot of bandages, a lot of wraps.
Yep.
A lot of ointment stuff, stuff to clean the wounds.
Yeah.
What's this? I see that there. What is
So this is basically aluminum foil. You get like a little papita, a little potato. You wrap it up with the foil. You put it in the oven. So that way you have lunch for afterwards.
And leftovers.
And leftovers.
Yes.
No. It's all joking aside. So a trauma patient or people that suffer some kind of traumatic injury, if they're cold or hypothermic, that's not good. Actually, they have poor outcomes. So to prevent that from happening in the trauma center, also in the deployed setting, in disaster deployments, also fire rescue and paramedics, you guys as well.
Yep.
They have these hypothermic blankets, right? Or these rescue blankets, I like to call them. Basically, it's a one big aluminum foil or one big sheet.
Yes.
And you cover the patient so that way they can retain their heat.
And that's in there?
And can keep them warm. This is right here.
Yeah,
this actually folds up to body length.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So
nice. So
it'll cover you twice.
Legit. Why? Because I'm short? You're just tall. He's taller than in person than what I thought.
Anyways, but
I'm 6'2". He's got to be like 6'5". So
as far as basic medical care, you also have some gauze and some equipment here that you can use for basic eye injuries. This is basically normal saline or sterile water, and you could wash out an eye if you have some kind of foreign object, or you could basically wash it out, or you could just cover it simply with a sterile eye pad. So usually the majority of the time is what a lot of medical people recommend, just to cover the eye with a basic iPad.
Right. Not the Apple iPad, one of those iPads. I'm here all day, guys.
This guy's here.
Yeah. So make sure you guys wearing protective eyewear. If not, you're gonna end up using one of these.
So basically, if you wear this right here,
boom,
you might need these.
So we covered a lot of different things. We got eyes, we got burns, we got gunshots, we got cuts, your normal cuts, scrapes. This is all good. Anything that you would, cold packs.
A little cold pack
for
right
some
here.
TLC.
Yep, TLC right there.
That's it. That's from some TLC.
Yep.
That's right. Don't go.
Basically squeeze it together. There's some chemicals in there that gets it cold, and you could put it over an extremity. You could put it over on somebody who's you could put it over a burn as well. All right. Keep it nice and cool. Sometimes it provides comfort and helps decrease the pain.
All right, so and then this here is read it, please. I can't read it.
It's basically a pocket guide for basic CPR, AED.
Yes.
Automatic.
Electronic.
Defibrillator.
Come on now.
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
External defibrillator.
External defibrillator.
So automatic external defibrillator, AED, and basic first aid. It's a little pocket guide. You can skim through it. I recommend you read it before you come across some traumatic injuries
Hold on a
or some
second.
accident. Yeah, when the person's laid out there, passed out, unresponsive, Glasgow coma scale of 3, you're not going to be reading this, you know what I mean, right in front of you. You want to actually do something. So basically the main point is to get educated, all right, train, all right, learn how to do this stuff, because when it happens in an instant, and for you to be kind of fumbling around learning how to do it when somebody's relying on you to save their life, not good. Not good.
We're going to bring the trauma guy on a little more often to bring some of those techniques, some of the basic life-saving stuff, a CPR, Turner kits, a little more advanced than basic. But we're going to be bringing them on here on Nick Off Duty so you guys, the Nod Squad, to educate you, because I'm trying to well-round. I don't know if you see what I'm doing here. We had Freddie Trillo with some defensive tactics, Chris with the shooting, and a huge part of being a first responder is knowing how to render aid to somebody who needs it. So this right here is just the tip of the iceberg, and we'll be starting a lot with this man here. I only bring on the best. I don't know if you noticed. I only bring on the best here for you guys. So with that being said, good bag to have, good starter bag. What would you add to this bag?
I would add, let me see, let's think about this for a second. Definitely I would add some kind of hemostatic agent,
Okay.
right? So basically something that, some kind of gauze that has some kind of hemostatic properties, meaning quick clot or something like that.
So when the gauze touches the blood, it reacts in a way.
It reacts in a way that it helps with the clotting process. So,
Right.
so that way it clots and prevents any more bleeding. I would add some of that. You could also add some of the commercial devices that are out there as far as tourniquets or bleeding control devices. There's a lot of different devices out there you can use. Some of the big ones are the Cant tourniquet. You can use the soft T. Remember, simple pressure on
Hold on, let me show you a cool tourniquet. Am I right?
You are, yeah.
I'm right.
Yeah. Just do something. Just do something. You know, but you know, the main thing is though, you should be prepared. You should have the right equipment and you should have the right training. And the most important thing is you should do something.
Knowledge is power. A lot of people don't know that, but we're going to be bringing that knowledge along with the last thing that's going to be inside this bag, which is my favorite, the Miami edition. That's right.
The Pilon coffee for colada. That's right. Yes, yes. My gift to you, my friend, for taking this bag.
Thank you. Why am I talking like this?
It's contagious, yeah.
Say, I cannot stop talking like this. I feel like a very wise Spaniard.
That's right.
Cuban guy.
That's right. A Spaniard-Cuban guy. It's a little mix between Antonio Banderas, Selma Hayek, and Batman.
That was the rundown of this Dyna Med MedKit. You guys can find that on Galls.com. I appreciate the Trauma Guy coming. We're going to be doing a lot more stuff here on the Nick Off Duty channel with the Nod Squad, and we're going to be going over to his channel, plug it,
The Trauma Guy.
boom, on YouTube and Instagram on the grams. Guys,
Also the Trauma Guy.
guys, beast mode on the grams. Beast mode.
Beast mode.
This guy's so far
Beast
ahead.
mode.
I'm trying to catch up. All right, so that's it, man. Hey, listen, I appreciate you coming by.
It's okay.
Educating the Nod Squad.
Yes.
Only the best for you guys. This is the part where we're going to sign off. Do you know how to sign off?
I do know how to sign off.
All right.
I do
Give
know how
it
to
to
sign
me.
But if I'm gonna sign off your way,
Yeah.
you gotta become a trauma ninja just for a couple minutes.
Outstanding. You mean like this? Huh?
Looks good.
You like that?
But you're missing something.
Cheers. Go. It's trauma time.
Go, go, Power Rangers! Go, go.
Hit him with the sign off.
I'll see you when I see you.
And if I don't see you,
Then I'll see you.
Bye.